All right. Nope. All right. I think we are good-ish. I am so not awake today. I do apologize, my friends. It's just, I'm wiped. I don't know what's going on with me. Okay, we're going to play with some stuff here. Yeah, I'm not feeling what I had. I don't like that color. I think we're going to go with this for now. All right. Hello, witchlings. Oh, I am here today. I am dead. There we go. I like that. How are you, my darling friends? I'm surviving here. It's been a day-ish. Well, not a day, but I'm just oh, oh, yay, we have the logo back now. All right. Just doing a little bit of housekeeping here. Don't mind me. Breathing. Okay. I'm going to edit the QR codes tonight once we are done. Okay. Ooh, okay. I think that's everything I needed to do. Hey, Vanna. All right, bring it up full screen now. Okay. Bringing up the notes. Oh, I'm all congested. I apologize. So I got the sniffles and I got the congestion. I don't think I'm sick yet. But I'm not my normal self. I do apologize for that. I'm out of sorts. Went to a really, excuse me, awesome event last night for women in Snoqualmie Valley. I live in the Snoqualmie Valley of Washington. If you've ever watched Twin Peaks, you've seen my hometown. Breakfast. I was eating berries for breakfast. Check out my cute little piggy bowl. Fun fact about me. When I was pregnant with my oldest child, I literally ate everything I could get my grubby paws on because that child was not going to let me keep it down for long. So my darling big brother, in the way big brothers do, decided to dub me Porkosaurus, which then became Porky, which then became Piggy. And instead of, being the little sister who gets pissed off about things like that and makes it all the more fun, no. I just took it and ran with it and started collecting pigs. So I have the piggy bowl, among so many other things, which is also where the giant stuffed pig in the background comes from. Okay. And darling Vanna here, who is in the comments, going back to my reference to Twin Peaks, if you have watched Twin Peaks, you have undoubtedly seen the Double R, the diner. Vanna, when they came to our hometown and filmed the reboot or the continuation, was working at the diner when they came in and redid it. So we got to watch them remodel the diner back to the way it was during Twin Peaks. And it was just so much fun. Maybe one of these days during the podcast, I'll drag Vanna in and have her tell you all about that fun. So I'm going to take a sip of coffee, put my lip balm on, and we shall get started. Oh, I was telling you about the event last night. Invasion of the Puppy Girl. But I was at an event for women in leadership in the Snoqualmie Valley. And it was really awesome to get to meet other business women. I love you. And just get to hear others talking about their experiences working. There were so many comments about women in male dominated fields. And I'm like, oh, I have so been there. Okay, this thing is in the wrong place. So I'm like, dude, I can't see all of that comment because of my freaking logo. So give me a second because I'm sure I want to see that because it's hilarious. Because I love you so much. Turn off. Just for that show? Well, yes. Everybody knows, well, not everybody, but a lot of people know Twin Peaks. I got alt tab again. Okay. There we go. But yeah, I'm like, male dominated business or fields. I'm like, I'm a military veteran and I left the military and I went into the IT field. Yeah, I can tell you a thing or two about male dominated fields. Dude, did you know that David Duchovny has a paranormal romance novel out? It's weird. It looks interesting. I actually want to pick it up because it's got really good reviews too. David Duchovny, a very interesting man. One of the first celebrities I heard of that went to rehab for sex addiction. Drug addiction, that's nothing new or different, but sex addiction. Yep, he's got a novel. Oh, I will send you the link to it later. I was going to send it to Amber. I love Amber. Amber had no idea who I was talking about. But yet my witchy baby, Aspen, was like, oh my god, so cool. Okay, Aspen does not have the Valley Girl at all, but that was what I was thinking. One of these days, I'm going to invite Aspen to come join us here and watch this because Aspen is a very sweet person, very fun person. Moving on. Yes. We are still working with. Oh, you are so cute. I'm sorry. It's going to take me a while of working with this deck to stop doing that, but we are still working with the mystical cats. And well, the bottom card is the Fire Queen, and she's just absolutely adorable. Okay. So, okay. I'm losing what's left of my mind. Our first card is the Nine of the Sea. Nine of Sea. And this kitty says, the time I spend in sleep isn't. Oh. I apologize. We're going to back up. We're going to pretend I didn't just draw that card. Because we also have some really, really, really good news today. It is not 100% official yet. They have to go through the legal official proceedings, but we are lighting our candle today for the newest, I gotta cut that, for the newest official member of the Yoga with Di family. I am only going to give a first name and not who she is, what family she is joining until it's 1,000% official. But Aubrey, welcome to the family. All right. It lit. Yay. All right. Aubrey, welcome to the family. Haha. Now we have kitty cat cards. Kitty cat cards. the Queen of the Sea, or the Fire Queen, actually looks like one of the cats that Aubrey's family owns. It's appropriate. So, we have 9 of sea. Look at the sleepy kitty cat. The kitten, I cannot decide if the kitten is deciding whether it's going to be worth bothering mom or not. The time we spend in sleep isn't just for rest and refreshment of our physical bodies. Deep in the dream world, speaking of cats, deep in the dream world, we visualize all the wonderful things that we deserve and crave. And by wishing for them, we begin to make them real. In this place of mystical imagining, there is no fear, no doubt, nothing but the sweet, purring assurance of well-being. Anything a cat can dream can come true. There are so many cat puns in these readings. I love it. The cat's advice: your dearest dreams and most heartfelt wishes can all come true. Now, if you believe, love, beauty, and happiness are all meant for you, open yourself to receive them. All good things come to those who dare to dream. Our next card is the Lovers. And like I said, speaking of cats, hello, fuzzy boys, my cat. When cats bond in love, they create a paradise just for two. Hours are spent entwined in a furry embrace, and the world's wonders are enjoyed all the more because they are shared. The connection between hearts and minds continues even in sleep, as the lovers dream the same dreams. Hi, what are you doing? Nothing can come between a bonded pair. Small irritations may bring on a hiss now and then, but their love is bigger than any quarrel. When the two are parted by death, they know it's only a matter of time before they unite again in the next life, and oh, what a joyous reunion that will be. The cat's advice: give yourself to love in whatever form it is offered. Perhaps this will be your mate, the one who makes your heart purr, or perhaps it is something else that you dearly love and wish to give yourself to wholeheartedly: a life change, a project, a clan, or a friendship. Come here. Know that you wouldn't be met. Oh, know that you would be met with an outpouring of love, and that you will be in a safe place to open up to your dreams. I find it appropriate that I'm using the mystical cat cards, and Mr. Fuzzy Bites decides to come give mom love. Hi, babies. Oh, you want purr for mom? Yeah. And finally, today's last card. Ooh, I'm not left-handed, and he has my right hand. Today's final card is the Earth Tom. It's reflecting. There we go. The Earth Tom. And he's saying, patrolling his clan's territory, this Earth Tom comes across a kitten who has strayed from her litter. Without hesitation, the Tom gathers up the little one and carries her safely over all obstacles to her home. With no mate or kittens of his own yet, the Earth Tom devotes himself to the protective care of his clan. He finds great satisfaction in helping others and is much loved by his clanmates. Yes. The cat's advice: through steady work and a cheerful willingness to help others, you are laying a solid foundation for all your future endeavors. To increasing your skills through increasing your skills will assure prosperity and self-reliance. This card can also indicate someone who is available to help you with practical aid and support. Okay, baby. I need my hand back. Oof, really? You are just so full of demands today. Okay. Oh, you want to look? You want the cards? Okay, hold on. I'll let you look. I see the cards. You can't see it, but he is very much investigating. Okay, now I can set them down. Okay. And now. Oh. Are these the right cards? Yes, okay. So, to go with the 9 of the sea where we are sleeping, don't whip me with your tail, silly boy. We are getting closure in our sleep. That actually kind of makes sense to me. And then the lovers, well, the lovers are a destined soul tie. Again, doesn't that make perfect sense? And then our Earth Tom, who is, helpful and caring and genuine and protective, he is someone better. Do we agree? I say we agree. Oh, you fuzzy boy. You are such a big cat, and you are laying on my lap between me and the desk, and it makes for an interesting reach today. That's okay. I love you anyway. All right. Today's rune. Oopa. Come on, fingers. Today's rune is there it is. Manaz. Purr, purr. Good God, you have a loud purr, child. The divinity for Manaz. Let Mom have the mouse for a second. Oof. It's just the mouse, okay? I'm going to move it over here so I can operate it left-handed. The divinity for Manaz is Heimdall, Frigg, and Odin. The letter is M, as in man, which is also the symbol, man. The element is air. The trees are the maple, alder, and holly. The plant is Dyer's madder. The stones are turquoise, amethyst, and chrysocolla. The color is turquoise blue, and the animal is the fox. Manaz is the rune of humanity. It represents the vessel in which the spirit is carried and the critical analysis we can apply to the world around us. Manaz is the ability to articulate and grasp esoteric knowledge, become aware of nature's patterns, and form practical responses to those patterns. Hi. It is a rune of magical abilities and superior memory, associated with knowledge, thinking, and interdependence with the forces of nature. Manaz represents the unique conductivity, receptiveness, and intellectual capacity within us. It also symbolizes the importance of finding control over that heavenly conductivity. Some say this means to equalize the male and female aspects of the self, but I think this control is more concentrated within that category in which we fit. Both energies, male versus female, are valuable as separate entities in their own right, each having its own physical, emotional, and spiritual needs and requirements. This is true. The Manaz rune represents those energies coming together in the creation and preservation of the divine spark. Overlooking, renouncing, or ignoring the powers of the sexes in magic or spirituality is to miss the divinity held within both individually. Okay, in this respect, you're gonna fall. In this respect, we should celebrate our physical incarnation and hold our biological strengths in high regard, recognizing the powers held within them both. I'm going to skip, well, I don't know. I'm going to say I don't necessarily he's on the desk. Give me a second. Okay. While I do not necessarily completely agree with what this is about to say, it's not entirely inaccurate. One moment. All right. He has abandoned us. He will return. So, nature has suggested separate requirements for the sexes, and these are all necessary for the manifestation, cultivation, and propulsion of humanity. Propulsion? Okay. Manas signifies our journeys coming together equally to manifest creation and ascension. Okay. Manas is the rune of intellect, logic, and reason. Manas represents the sacred structure of mankind, symbolizing the intelligence, awareness, and technical abilities we possess. These abilities distinguish humanity from the rest of the animal kingdom, who we are closely associated with in many ways, shapes, and forms. In the order of the Firth arc, which is the runes, what the runes are called, the Manas rune appears right after the rune Awas, which symbolizes animals. This close proximity and similar shape suggests a similar origin or purpose, but distinct separation. So, rune of the day description for Manas. Destiny awaits you, so claim it. But to be a spiritual being, you must balance body, mind, and spirit. Embrace everything, good and bad alike, with total acceptance, knowing that each new experience will teach you more of life. By learning each lesson, you will go onwards and upwards. Manas allows us to gain an advantage in disputes and academic examinations. Manas symbolizes creativity, intelligence, forward planning, and speech, and implies cooperation between individuals for the common good. In relationships, Manas demonstrates a person does not entirely belong to themselves. The reasons for this can be different. For example, you lose your head because of love, or a person who can't speak their mind. If that's the case, reach out to a close friend or anyone who can help you with good advice. This rune can also signify a partner who requires a private space to clear their mind. In work, it can be interpreted as contact with colleagues, i.e., business partners, management, etc. The other meaning suggests a success that will come only when you behave with dignity, sensibly, and demonstrate remarkable intelligence, something I apparently am lacking at the moment. The rune prescribes moderation. One moment. Yes, my love, I shall let you free. Ooby dooby doop. Get out. Without, backing it. I love my furry children, and yes, my pants have Oscar the Grouch on them. All right. The rune prescribes moderation in words and actions, but at the same time, you should not go to the other extreme to keep a low profile or be completely inactive. In addition, Manas is often interpreted as the need to abandon the desire to achieve popularity at all costs. I can see that. Key takeaways. The self, the individual or the human race, your attitude towards others and their attitudes towards you, friends and enemies, social order, intelligence, forethought, something I am often lacking, create, skill, ability, divine structure. Am I doing this right? Yes. Divine structure, intelligence, awareness. Expect to receive some sort of aid or cooperation now. Significator. I know that word, but it's not clicking for me today. Self, family, community, relationships, social concerns. Okay, give me a moment to finish packing up and we will move on to today's goddess. Mental note, just so you guys know, Friday's goddess has been already picked because Friday is Imbolc, which is a significant date to the witch. It is, I want to say it is actually a Sabbat, which is a pagan holiday, and it is Bridget's Day. So, our goddess of the day, Friday, will be Bridget, and we will be discussing her. Also, on that note, I swear to God, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, my time, Pacific time, I am going to be on the Patreon. So please come hang out with me on Patreon. It is the top 2 tiers. I will be doing a little to do. Haven't decided exactly what yet, but we're going to be doing something to celebrate Imbolc. Probably at least making Bridget's crosses because they're kind of a simple thing to do. I'll be posting what you're going to need for it today or tomorrow. I got to look it up. Okay, moving on. Today's goddess. Why did today's special just come to mind? I'm sad. Today's special was a TV show out of Canada. It originated in Canada back in the 80s. It was awesome. Ever seen the movie Mannequin? Where, the security guard finds this mannequin that comes to life after dark and they have all of these adventures? Effectively, that's what today's special was, except I want to say that he had to have the hat. It was a fun show. Unfortunately, not the actor who played the mannequin, but the woman who was his best friend, she passed away in the last couple of weeks. That one hit me hard because I loved that show. And it had a really catchy theme song that is now playing in my head. Continuing on. Okay, today's goddess. She screamed at me. I was flipping through the deck and she screamed. So today's goddess is Isis, goddess of strength. She is Egyptian, if you didn't already know that. If you didn't, I want to know what rock you're living under. Her mythology, goddess of magic. Isis is one of the most venerated goddesses in Egyptian history. Through her amazing powers, she is able to shapeshift into many different types of animals, and was a character in many myths throughout different cultures, earning her the title Lady of 10,000 Names. Isis performs all types of miracles. She can resurrect the dead, give fertility, and cure the sick. A blessed healer, Isis taught humans the great medicinal qualities of plants to cure diseases. The most famous story about Isis involves her beloved Osiris, who was both her husband and her brother. Ugh. Incest is best. Put your family to the test. Okay. Jealous of their great love, their brother Set murdered Osiris, placed his body in a coffin, and buried it under a tree. Isis searched high and low to find Osiris, and when she finally did, Set stole the body again and cut it into 14 pieces, scattering them all over Egypt. In her great grief, Isis transformed into a falcon and found all of the pieces of her husband except for his penis. Using her magical powers, she bonded all of the pieces back together with wax and formed a new penis for him out of gold, bringing him back to life. No comment, dear. Reunited briefly, they conceived a child together, the falcon-headed god Ra, who in turn brought vengeance upon his uncle Set. Yep, definitely sounds like they were from Alabama there. Call on Isis when you need strength to heal a broken heart and for the power to find hope once again. Goddess of Magic Isis doesn't call you. Goddess of Magic Isis gives you the strength to overcome. She makes miracles happen, so take advantage of all that incredible power behind you right now. Oh boy. Yeah, definitely some southern fun going on there. I tell you what, man. I've just spent too much time around people from Alabama. Oh boy. All right. Moving on to our Namaste of the day. Whoa. Your girl is tired here. Okay. We are not making friends with the voice in our head today. Hey, I like this one. Examine your surroundings. Come to look at things with fresh eyes. A baby doesn't look at their surroundings as being good or bad. She looks upon her world as being interesting. Renew your thoughts again. Don't label what you see, just take interest and find amazement. When there is nothing to categorize or label, you will feel free of prejudice and stress. You will feel peace and wonder. You know, that is so true. Dora, my fantabulous, amazing yoga teacher, training teacher. She's an amazing yoga teacher. Come on, Di. Where were you going with that? She pointed out, once you learn a tree is a tree, every tree is a tree. It doesn't matter whether it's a pine tree, an oak tree, or a cherry tree. A tree is a tree is a tree. A dog is a dog. Doesn't matter if it's a chihuahua or a pit bull. Personally, I'd rather be stuck with the pit bull. So don't be so quick to slap labels on things sometimes. Unless it's a medical condition, then you want to label it so you can treat it. Just say it. Bring to mind, moving on to our self-compassion. Bring to mind a somewhat stressful situation in your life. Are you really alone with it? Who else, strangers or friends, might share similar stresses? Everybody in my country right now? Everybody in my social economic class right now? Everybody in my religious class right now? Yeah. I think that covers, yeah, that covers most of them. Oh, itchies. Okay. And, oh, Mr. Rogers, there it is. Ooh, Michael Threets. Speaking of Mr. Rogers, I'm going to keep preaching about Michael Threets. The man is awesome. How is he in his 30s? I swear to God, he seems like he's like 22 or something. Michael Threets, the amazing Southern California librarian who was nominated for this major librarian award. He and like 10,000 other librarians were nominated. Michael won. It's amazing. I have shared his story, or the story about this, in video form. Did not realize it was video when I shared the link, on at least the Dai the Yoga Witch page. If it's not Dai the Yoga Witch, it's the Yoga with Dai Lin page. I'm going to be sharing more information because this man is just, he is something. I love him. He is just, he's an inspiration. And one of the things I learned about him, he is, I want to say, supervising librarian at the library he got his first library card at. Moving on to Mr. Rogers. Ooh. As a parent, this one resonates. As parents, we need to try to find the security within ourselves to accept the fact that children and parents won't always like each other's actions. But we need to know at the same time that moments of conflict have nothing to do with whether parents and children really love each other. It's our continuing love for our children that makes us want them to become all they can be, capable of making sound choices. And then this one, because I am being bombarded with, oh, you need to forgive and forget right now. Forgiveness is a strange thing. It can sometimes be easier to forgive our enemies than our friends. It can be hardest of all to forgive people we love. Like all of life's important coping skills, the ability to forgive and the capacity to let go of resentments most likely take root very early in our lives. I am going to take that somewhere that I am sure he did not expect it to go. When the people that you are being expected to forgive are the ones that were supposed to protect and care for you from day one, it's incredibly difficult. Just saying. So, I totally forgot. Oh, you know what? Give me just one quick second. Oh, I can't throw the. Oh, wait. Nope. I can't throw the graphic up. Damn it. I was going to give you guys a graphic of my schedule, but shit happens. Life goes on. It's a day. So, I am going to bid you a fond adieu for the day, and I shall say, I love you. I will see you all tomorrow, because it's only Tuesday. I have no idea what day of the week it is anymore. So, you guys have a fantabulous, wonderful, amazing rest of your day. I love you all. Spread joy, spread love, spread kindness, and as my hero, I'm going to find new ways to refer to him. As my hero, Will Wheaton, says, don't be a dick.